Yeah, I was a captive agent with Country Financial prior.
I've been in insurance for 10 years, been with ICA for, I think I just hit 4 years. Started out as a farmer's agent for 6 years. So that gets me to 10, right?
I've been in the insurance industry since 2011. I was a financial advisor for a little while.
We had been prior in the business from 1978. I got in the business, and so 81, Marcy and I had an agency from 81 to 2003. Then we were out of the business for 14, almost 15 years.
Working my butt off only to see clients dripping off each year. There was no solution to really keep them. I've got no control over rates. I'm not there, building the brand out in the community, and I felt like the company at that time obviously wasn't doing their part to help us stay competitive, and nor really doing much to help me market. So I felt like kind of a one-man team working for a corporation, looking for another solution, making sure I was able to retain my clients. And if I did get that call, like, hey, what happened with my rates? I can at least go out and check the market and give them the reassurance that they are still getting the best rate, or it's time to move them. It's funny, I was this close to signing on with somebody else, and I talked to one of my old country coworkers, and he said, well, don't do that. Talk to ICA before you do anything. It's basically as close as you can come to owning your own agency with having a small layer above you. And I'm so glad that I did that, because where I was going to go, they told me, oh yeah, you're your own agent. Everything goes out with our marketing material on. So, and I was like, that doesn't really sound like my own agency if I'm having to use y'all's brand. So, brand was everything for me.
I think I stayed at Farmers longer because I'm like, how am I ever going to market myself, right? I mean, who's Jamie Siegfried and why does anybody care? And to go up against a big name like any of the Farmers, State Farms, Allstate, that was probably the biggest fear of what kept me at Farmers for so long. But when I decided to make the switch, I think it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And I didn't have the flexibility to own my own company the way that it had been presented. And I wasn't, to be frank, wasn't making the money that I wanted to make. So when I decided people wanted to do business with Jamie and that I have a good reputation, my staff has a good reputation in Parker and around Denver and Aurora, it made it easier to make the jump.
Like Marcia was saying, what we do, we got a support from an unbelievable company, but yet we run our own operation. So if we need ICA, we can make a phone call and they're there and they take care of everything for us. They maintain a great relationship with us, but yet we have the freedom to run our own business. We have our own relationship with the carriers. So like Marcia said, having that freedom, but not having somebody kind of like
breathing down your neck.
But they're there to support us. That's the most important thing.
That you're not tied just to one product, one rate, and you can offer your clients some, great carriers, strong ones, and get them the best service and the best rates out there.
Yeah, Farmers is good though. I'm not going to put down Farmers. They're a good all-around company, but I would say being independent is like 10 times better.
I am independent by nature, but no, I still use the education team over there. So for me, it's important to always be sharpening your saw, so to speak. So I consider myself a lifelong learner, and to be able to not only learn about some of the nuances between the different policies, be able to bounce ideas off of, because to date I have not written a single policy with a client that has been the same. So I'm always bouncing ideas off of them, trying to figure out if I'm doing things the right way, if I'm thinking of something the right way, and they've been awesome. They're always super receptive and responsive. What I found over the years is, being an entrepreneur, you have all these big ideas, you want to run things a certain way, and there's a lot of times when you can't always do that when you're with a captive carrier. You're also not entirely in control of your income, whether commissions are being cut or bonuses are being changed. And I've been with different carriers where that's happened, and there's a whole wide world out there. And I like to have the flexibility to be able to run my business how I want to. And it really, for me personally, like I said, I'm an individual, a very independent type of person. For me, the biggest thing is being able to build my own brand.
We wish we would have done it 30 years ago. I mean, we never did it, but of course the opportunity wasn't there that 30 years ago. But like Marcia said, the service from everybody at ICA, just like on a scale of 1 to 10, it's 10.
If you're looking to really own your own business, which means you have your own marketing plan, your own marketing strategy, you want to grow your business the way you want to grow your business, ICA really lets you do that. Whereas when you work for any corporate company, they're going to have their own agenda, and they're going to, want you to do things in a certain way. And ICA has really just leaves me alone. Unless I need something, they're there for me. But typically that's me reaching out to them, asking for some help of some sort.
When I found ICA, it really solidified my options of going out on my own. Seeing the bigger picture and knowing that now that things are opening up a little bit more, there's a lot of opportunity out there.
It took me about two years to get back to where I was, and now the sky's the limit. I don't feel like there's a ceiling. We're growing aggressively, and the sooner you leave the damn captive channel, the better. And it'll all be in your rearview mirror, but just do it.